It makes sense that Shaq has been attempting to sell the lakefront property for the past 2 years, given the astronomical price tag. Finally, let's look inside Shaquille O'Neal's jaw dropping Orlando mansion. Lucrative fortune and lucrative residence. Despite the fact that the NBA has given birth to innumerable athletes over the years, some names continue to be revered in the same way that a religious figure would be. Shaquille O'Neal is one such person. When the NBA legend retired in 2011, he was simply known by his followers as Shaq and was remembered as one of the greatest players in game history. According to the Bleacher Report, the big Aristotle was over 325 pounds and a self-made cultural phenomenon who was also an athlete, entertainer, and businessman. Early on, he picked up marketing and self-presentation skills. Unsurprisingly, Shaq amassed a sizable fortune during his time in the NBA. He then spent lavishly on a gorgeous Florida estate, as is customary for celebrities and professional athletes. Currently, the property is available for the pitiful price of merely $27 million. The massive Florida estate, measuring 31,000 square feet, is situated on over 4 acres. A 30-minute drive from Orlando, the location is picture perfect if Monet had painted it. It's located inside a gated golf complex that has all the bells and whistles, including perfectly maintained lawns, luscious green grass, and a backdrop that makes people's eyes turn into heart-eye emojis. Is the property cursed? Business Insider claims Shaq paid under $4 million for the house in 1993. Even if it may seem like a steep price to some, keep in mind that he is a man who dominated the basketball court to become one of the most famous celebrities of all time and amassed a fortune worth $286 million as well. Shaq, though, hasn't made much success parting ways since buying the home and adding his personal touch to the location. In 2018, he listed the property for a cool $28 million, and in 2019, he reduced the price to $21.9 million. Inside the mansion, the house has 12 bedrooms and is situated on a 600-acre golf club neighborhood community that borders a lake lined with stately cypress and oak trees. Live life big, live like Shaq reads the website's official listing for the home. Of course, it would be negligent if it didn't include a basketball court since it was Shaq's home. Fortunately, the home features a 6,000 square foot indoor basketball court, so you can practice every day regardless of the weather. A recording studio and a 17-car garage round out the prominent amenities. Since then, the home has been relisted with a different agency, Compass Florida, under the management of Atlas team agents Tiffany Pantozzi, Jared Ringel, and Chris Franciosa. Shaquille O'Neal made quite some changes. The Orlando, Florida mansion of Shaquille O'Neal is back on the market. A contract to sell the property fell through, as the Orlando Business Journal reported back in February. Now that the 31,000 square foot mansion has a new agent, Benjamin Hillman of Premier Sotheby's International Realty, it has a lower asking price and some interior changes. The 12-bedroom house, which has been on and off the market for years, is currently advertised for $16.5 million at 9927 Giffen Court. The asking price this year is $3 million less than it was last year. Additionally, it costs more than $10 million less than the $28 million asking price from last year. Hillman devised a novel sales tactic, though, in addition to lowering the price: remove Shaq from the house. He discussed the improvements he made to the house before listing it in an interview with Realtor.com. Regarding previous agents, Hillman told the magazine, "I've observed this home over 3 years, and they all went down the same road of Shaq, Shaq, Shaq. However, I want to exclude him from the image. I asked that all of the Shaq objects be moved," the man said. His approach is to emphasize the facilities, the location, and the lakefront, so I can teach a new buyer who doesn't simply want to purchase Shaq's house, but wants to buy a wonderful house in an elite community in order to educate prospective buyers. The master bedroom is one of the many places where Shaq, who bought the house in 1993, included the S monogram. The home also included more artifacts that celebrated his all-star career. Hillman proceeded to make style adjustments after getting rid of these things. 11 rooms were redecorated, 11 light fixtures were replaced, 11 walls were painted, and some furniture was replaced with more modern pieces. Has it already been sold? NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal has finally succeeded in selling his longtime Florida home after 3 years, 5 agents, and numerous price reductions. At $11 million, it finally reached the sweet spot and sold for an absolute song. To ultimately close the sale, Benjamin Hillman of Premier Sotheby's International Realty has the agent. Over the past few years, 4 other agents tried and failed to sell this extraordinary estate. "I was lucky number 5, he said in a statement. "I reassured Shaq that I was the agent who could find him a buyer since he put his trust in me to do so. I actively seek out challenging deals and work to close them. The home certainly has things that any luxury buyer would value despite its highly customized features. The 4-acre property has 700 feet of lake frontage and looks out over Lake Butler. The grounds' resort-like atmosphere is undoubtedly appealing. The pool is 95 feet long and 15 feet deep and has a unique rock waterfall in it. The package also includes a hot tub, cabana, and a summer kitchen. O'Neal, 49, left his enormous mansion a long time ago. After 19 years in the NBA, he announced his retirement in 2011. He's concentrating most of his time in Atlanta, where he works as an analyst for TNT's Inside the NBA.